Up next on Deep South EDC, we're checking out this thing. All right, so let's take a deep dive into this thing. Again, this is the SOG Power Access Deluxe. So it comes with this belt case that it has MOLLE straps on it, so you can attach it to your bag or your belt, things like that. So you got the tool, and it also comes with this bit kit here. It has a 1/4-inch socket, which I'll show you a cool feature that this SOG multi-tool comes with. You've got your Phillips, your flathead, your Torx spits, and a couple Allen wrenches. Now let's get to the multi-tool itself. So let me get my spec sheet here. So I couldn't find a steel type. All it says is stainless steel. It's probably like a 8 CR MOV 13, something like that. It was made in China. So I couldn't find the type of steel that it was made of. It's probably a 8 CR 13 MOV or something like that. Some like Chinese 420 HC equivalent. So the one tool that I could probably compare this one to is the Leatherman Free series, and I'll show you why. So the cool thing about these SOG tools is they do have this geared lever system on the plier heads. Now it supposedly adds extra torque. I've used SOG tools for a while before I was able to get something less budget like a Leatherman, and I've put these things through the paces, and most of the time they will do the job. This tool also says it has a protractor on it, so we got some measurements here and some lines. You're supposed to be able to like measure your angle, so clearly that would be like a 90, like it indicates here. Now all the tools are accessible from the outside. Now it looks like it should be able to get them out one-handed, like you can with this Leatherman Free here. So on this Leatherman Free, you just hit your little tab on top and I can pull out whatever tool I want to use. That's not the case here. It looks like it should be, but it definitely is not. It looks like they maybe just kind of tried to copy the aesthetic without the functionality, which is a disappointment. Now, the real complaint I have on this tool is the tool lockup. So this knife blade here, you can see it's pretty loose in there in the lockup. See that jiggle? Now the tools do, each tool locks, and the lock is this thing here. So you just press that back and it closes. On this side, we got our serrated blade. So I do got to give them credit for giving you a full straight blade and a full serrated blade instead of a combo blade. A lot of knife people don't care for a combo blade and would rather just a straight blade. I know some people who would like the combo. For me, it depends on the situation. Now on this side, these smaller tools, we got it's like a eyeglasses screwdriver. It's pretty small. I actually have only used this to like adjust the sights on my Taurus. You got just a Phillips head. And then we got our flathead with our bottle opener. Now on this side, we got our saw. The saw is pretty mean. It's pretty sharp. You can tell I've used it a couple of times. Probably looking for branches to make some slingshots or something, but it does the trick. Now on this side, we got a file, and I have to say that this thing is a sorry excuse for a file. It's really just a piece of stamped metal with some lines etched into it. Like it, I don't know how they get away with calling this thing a file. It's not. We got our awl here. Now this one looks like it'll do the job. It's nice and sharp, got a nice point, nice big hole for your leather cordage. On this side, we got a scraper or a pry bar. It's got a nice little edge to it. Now the last tool on this SOG that I want to show you, it's actually pretty cool. Sorry, it takes a little bit to get each individual tool out. So this thing locks in this position or in the forward position. And now what this thing is, it's a 1/4-inch socket driver. So if you have a 1/4-inch set of sockets, this SOG tool will take them. So let me demonstrate that here. Now the bit kit comes with this 1/4-inch socket, and it just pops on. Just like that. Now you have your socket here that you can use if you need to, but you can also attach like your screwdriver bits here and stuff. Just bump the tripod, sorry about that. Now we can do our work. Now the bit kit comes with a bunch of different SOG tools, and a lot of them don't come with this driver. But what they're doing now is each of these new SOG tools has this hole in the top. Now what this is for, this is actually your bit driver. So this is where your bits go, and it does work well. It doesn't slip up too easily, and you can squeeze the tool and give it some pressure. The only thing that is a drawback is probably the length of it. Sometimes you need something a little bit longer, but it is just a multi-tool. It's something to try to get the job done until you can get better tools. And like I said, I think the best tool to compare this one to would be like this Leatherman Free P4. They're about the same size, although I think the SOG weighs a little bit more. But you can see how they're kind of like built out in the same design. Although, let's check out the blade here. So on our knife blades, you can definitely tell that the Leatherman, it's a little bit more robust. But our blade lengths are about the same. I think the SOG might even be a little bit longer. But you do get nice lockup on the Leatherman. And like I pointed out here, this blade is really loose. I could probably tighten the screws here, and that might take care of the play, but we'll see. I'll try it out. So this is more of like a budget option if you're looking for something for somebody who's just getting started into their EDC stuff, or somebody a little bit younger. This tool, it is on the more budget side, but I have definitely put a lot of these SOG multi-tools through their paces, broken a couple, but for the most part, they've held up. Now, this thing goes for about, I found it from $60 all the way up to $80. And so I'd say that's more of a budget option if you were trying to get something like this, which goes for about $120, $130. For almost half the price, you can get a really, I won't say comparable, but you'll get a pretty solid multi-tool out of SOG. They did have the old Power Lock line, which was still my favorite. I think that's the most well-built, and at least the quality control is there. Anyway, that's our presentation on the SOG Power Access Deluxe. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, leave a thumbs up. If you watched on Rumble, hit that Rumble button. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye.